So a couple of years ago, when I was still working, I've been retired for 2 years. So a little over 2 years ago, I traveled. So I was home on Saturday and Sunday. I was in a hotel room between Monday through Friday. So when I got home, I didn't really want to do a lot of the maintenance things. I just paid somebody to do it. So I called an HVAC company to come out and clean the coils on the outside unit. It was a bad pollen year. Pollen was everywhere, so I want to make sure I got them clean before we really started using the unit. He emailed me and said that I had a capacitor that was going bad. Not bad, he said it's going bad, and probably should be replaced. And he said it was $450 to replace the capacitor. So I just said, well, I'll do it later. I'll think about it and I'll get back with you. Well, I started looking into it. Capacitors are like $25 online. And I started YouTubing it. I found this channel on YouTube called How To Home. Now it's probably one of my favorite content creators on YouTube, How To Home. I'll leave a link in the description below. I would check him out because the guy's awesome. I mean, he showed me how to replace this thing, and I'll show you what I did. I followed his instructions. I mean, it was so simple. I couldn't believe they wanted $450. So it was $425 labor. Now, I used to be in the business. Well, I ran businesses, service businesses. I know there's such a thing as a burden rate. And the burden rate is you take all of the holidays, the vacation time, the downtime, you know, there's a certain percentage of time that a tech loses throughout the day for travel, setup, things like that, and especially holidays and vacation days. And you come up with a burden rate. You know, the burden rate may be, which is your true cost, could be like $75 an hour, even though you're only paying him $25 an hour, because you have to add in health insurance, you add in everything that's included. So I understand there's a burden rate, and I'm assuming even if it was $100 burden rate, you take $100, you want to make 100% profit, 50% profit, now it's $200. The part's $25, that's $225. That's half of what he quoted me, half of what he quoted me, and that's him making a 50% margin. So I mean, there's some very good HVAC companies out there. Here in Charlotte, I use MTB Mechanical to put in my, when I did my basement here, they put in a train unit. Awesome company. I would trust them. This one company is basically a service company, pretty big name in the Charlotte area, but they just try to rip me. I'm not going to say who it was, but it was a big name. I would go with MTB if it was me. Anyway, let me show you what we did here and how we changed it. All right, first thing we want to do is cut the power. Here's our panel here we need to take off. Make sure we short these, make sure there's no residual power in there. I'm going to use these icon. Needle nose would work. I kind of like these icons. Just red and yellow, that's all it is. Red up front, yellow in the back. Another 1/4 inch bolt here. Okay, that's good and tight. So that's it. 3 wires. Let's see how it works. Okay, that's it for the part I bought. So if you open it up and look on the capacitor, so on the capacitor, now what I did was I opened it up, took a picture of this before I bought the new capacitor. On the capacitor there will be numbers. This number here, this 75 plus 10, that's 75 microfarads for the system itself and 10 for the fan. So, and it's a 440 volt, right? So you want to make sure that's the 2 major numbers. You get this number, now some of them are 45 and 5, some are 60 and 5. You want to make sure you get the right capacitor. So, and also your AC voltage here. So the one I bought, I went online. Just found one on YouTube that had, as you can see here, 7510, and it's a 370 to 440 volt AC. So that's the maximum amount of current this thing can take. Plus, and this plus minus 6% is when you check it with your meter. This 75, which is the system side, should be plus or minus 6%. So we're going to test that here in a couple minutes and make sure, see what the old one looked like, and we'll see what this new one looks like as far as on the meter for reading microfarads. Hold on one second. Okay, now to do this replacement, you need a meter. I just got a regular clamp meter here. I think it's the 440. You'll need a either 1/4 inch or 5/16 driver to take the panel off and to take the nut that's holding the strap to the capacitor. And you probably need something like a needle nose. I use these icon pliers just to take the terminals off. And that's basically it. That's all I had, that and a 5-gallon bucket to sit on. So let's get into it a little bit. I want to see if this thing was actually bad. I want to read the microfarads on here and see if it was actually bad or not. So hold on. Okay, so we're getting ready to check the microfarads on this to see if it's within range or not. See if the guy was telling the truth or not. This is a CL445 meter. So we're going to test the microfarads up here on this meter to see if they're within the 75-10 range, plus or minus 6%. So to do that, we turn it to this setting. Right, that's the microfarads. If you come down here, it says open line. You have to press select till you get to the right. That's it right there. There's a little microfarad sign. It's on auto. So let's see what it looks like. I'm going to put the leads on here. Let's see, this one, red will go on the common here. We'll put the black on the Herm side. See what it says. There it is. So that's 75.3, 75.2, that's right on it. Now we're going to take it and put it on the fan side. It should be around 10. Yep, 10.44. So this one is still good. I don't know who makes this one. It's made in Mexico. But this one's almost 7 years old. And I don't know what the guy was talking about. It's still good. Maybe he looked at the rust and thought that was it. I don't know. But this one's still good. Let's test the new one here. So we will put the red on the common. Oops. I got alligator clips here to get a better connection. Red on the common, the black on the Herm. And it's reading 74.4. So that's within 6%. Let's make sure it's around 10 on the fan side. 9.88, so that's within spec. Okay, so our new one we installed is within spec. Turn this off. So these are the old one, this is the new one. I mean, this one was $25, I think $25 or $26 on Amazon. From what I understand, 75% of the time if something goes wrong with your AC unit in the hot summertime, it's the capacitor. All right, could be the contacts. My contacts will look good. This is the capacitor that was supposedly going bad. It wasn't going bad. I don't know how long this thing could have lasted, but you know what? It's 6.5, 7 years old. 25 bucks, I might as well change it. And not only that, I bought 2 of them. I bought another one here. Well, let's see. I bought another one here, and I've got a Train unit outside, and I've got a Lennox unit outside. I bought an extra one because anytime it goes out, it's the worst time ever. It's hot as hell. That's the reason they go out. Typically, it's Saturday, Sunday, something like that. Nobody's. If you do get somebody, it's on overtime, and they'll charge you more than $450. So I got another one just to keep on hand, just in case. And I may go ahead and get a set of contacts too, because if I get a set of contacts in this, other than if it's catastrophic failure, I'm going to keep maintaining the system. Like my next video is going to be me cleaning the coils. I'm going to keep maintaining it. So typically, those are the 2 items that's going to be bad in the hot summertime. So that's it. You know what? Don't fall for the scam. You can change these yourself. You saw how easy it was. I mean, it's simple. There's 3 wires on mine. It was simple. You just put it back on the terminal, strap it back in, and you're done. So that's changing out the capacitor on your outside AC unit. See you next week.